Hello everyone, it's me, Max23, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition. So sit back and enjoy. Peekaboo guys, welcome to a little surprise episode of the Final Fantasy VI Tea Edition. It is indeed the case that we are still not done with this playthrough here, even though the last episode was pretty conclusive. But the thing is, I got informed by none other than Kain Stryder, who is the person who is primarily in charge of the most current English translation of Tea Edition here. And he informed me that here in the EX patch, we are currently in the EX patch again, here in the EX patch, if I allowed one of those other save files that do not start and are saved inside the developer room, and we did already see that, I did get booted somewhere on the overworld, and there's indeed some stuff we can find here, some interesting beta content, so to speak, because the thing apparently is the EX patch is based on an older version of Tea Edition than the base game, and that means we can find some old content hidden behind here. We need to be careful though, because as I already suspected when I came here for the first time just to check things out, there are some bugs and stuff here, because this is not intended to be done here during the EX patch. For example, if we encounter enemies or so, the game will glitch out because it tries to load enemy data that isn't there or so, or corrupted enemy data that doesn't make sense. And so that's something we need to be a little bit mindful of. But yeah, practically, I think we can just roam around the entire overworld here, find some slight changes here and there, some different things, and basically figure out a lot of interesting beta content. But I got informed that there's something very specifically that is very interesting to view by Kain Stryder again. For starters, let's enter the Falcon, which I haven't done. Because of the Falcon, if you look here, the interior, it looks pretty similar, but it is slightly changed compared to the base game. For example, Mok normally is not standing here. I think Mok is normally standing around here or so. And this guy also has a different color, I guess. What happens if we enter here? Is there something different here? No, that looks the same. That is a little bit questionable. You can see we have blank text here. That's one weird thing. And this music is different. Oh, this might be one of those things. I think the game just crashed, soft-locked. But yeah, that's probably one of those things that happens because we are playing outside the developer's room now, and this is not supposed to be happening. Based on the change in music, I assume that I did just sleep and it booted me to a different map or so, and it cannot load it because for whatever reasons. I could imagine that's because it tries to load one of Shadow's dreams or so, but okay, that sucks a little bit. Quick reset. But yeah, you can see we need to be a little bit mindful when we roam this world here. It's pretty unstable. But once again, it's not supposed to be visited by us in this state. It's still funny though, and I think it's worthwhile to do an episode about this. Unraveling everything that the Tea Edition has to offer. What happens if I go to the machine room? Is there something else here? I think that's not here, isn't it? Did I ever go here in the base game? I'm actually not sure right now. Okay, this is of course the base Blackjack room. I'm fairly certain... Did I never pay attention to that? I'm fairly certain those guys are also standing around here, but apparently not. Are they? I think Zetsa's down there. Isn't he? I cannot recall even. But yeah, this is the Blackjack room. I don't want to talk to those guys, they will just crash the game. I cannot enter this. And let's take a look at the item supplier room, shop room here. Down here. Okay, only a single dude here. He still does sell me stuff that works, okay. How many gil Oh yeah, that's because of the save file. I was wondering, why do I have so much gil? But yeah, of course. It's a different save file. Dressing room? Does dressing room still work? Sounds questionable. Okay, I think, yeah, okay. I might have changed someone's outfit, maybe Terra's? Yeah, Terra's back to Magitech Soldier. And what was in here again? Collection. Oh, collection room is here. Ooh, this is interesting. I think those are supposed to be the wine bottles. That's the bouquet from the opera. What is this? Like that's a double E, like a reverse double E, double 3 or so. Cannot cover. I think this is like the enslavement device from Terra. This is also something like those have like the same sprite kind of, like it's corrupted. Okay, that's funny. That's a Magitech armor. But yeah, interesting to see that the collection room apparently originally was here. I guess that's the the other room, the EX patch room here, where you unlock the paintings and stuff for like an earlier version. Probably a version where only 3 of those extra boss fights were available. Okay. Fascinating. I love stuff like this, like some like beta content, lost content, like old maps and stuff. That's good stuff. Thanks for the information, Kain Stryder. That's pretty good. Okay, we can fly here. But yeah, like I said, we could roam around the world now if we wanted to, and visit every location that there is. The main attraction, though, is the Ancient Labyrinth, where we did fight Ultima back in the day, because that's completely different. And one thing I should also mention, I did take like a small sneak peek at everything here, because originally I planned to attach it to the previous episode, but then I figured out, yeah, that's a little bit bigger and it does not really fit into the previous episode, so I decided now to do like it's in a separate video. That's the reason. So I do know what awaits me a little bit. It should also be noted that we will not have any like fights or encounters here. Like I said, if we do that, it crashes the entire game or so. Like softlocks it again. We have Minwu here, which is interesting. Okay. Yeah, I quickly wanted to go here because I wanted to check the beginner's house is the beginner's house. You have a different color, but I wanted to check out this room here. No, it's just smaller. Okay, yeah, that confirms it. So the collection room was originally supposed to be on the airship, which is nice. Oh, save point looks funny. I think those might be like some sprite oddities because like changed values here and there. That they don't have like the this guy here as well. That they don't have the like respective colors. Can I enter NGPlus? That would be exciting. If I maybe knew the where the like option is, I could select it or so. Actually, okay, I think... Are you the guy that lets me fight Carbuncle and... No, I don't think so. Like that guy... Minwu's here again, like so many Minwu's here. Like Minwu's everywhere, but yeah, okay, like I said, there's a lot of stuff to be discovered here. Let's head over to the main attraction. We want to go to... the Ancient Labyrinth. I quickly want to de-equip everyone here, because I need specific characters with specific equipment. Because everyone needs to be able to... I need 3 characters that can like equip Mox Amulet, Mululu's Charm, it's called. But yeah, over here, I need to find the island again. Was it this one? I can never recall. I think it was this one. I know that this is... Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit more finicky. And I landed on the island. That's not what I wanted, okay? Keep in mind, for those who have played the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI, the Dragon's Den is here somewhere, like normally. And where the Ancient Labyrinth is. I cannot find the spot, guys. This is definitely wrong. I think it's here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the thing is, last time we just entered it kind of normally. We had to like also land like this, kind of. But the change here is we need to select 3 parties. We need to build 3 parties here. That's a major change because last time in the base game we did only do the Ancient Labyrinth with 1 party. And that has a reason. I did not mention the Dragon's Den for nothing. Who did not get enough screen... Here, Strago did not get enough screen time. Let's give that old man some adventure time. But if we enter with those three, that's fine. But yeah, I mentioned the Dragon's Den. And the thing is, in this version here, the Ancient Labyrinth is actually the Dragon's Den. I need to be careful. Can I move, please? Yeah, okay. Weird delay, but okay. Yeah, okay, very important. Equip the Mululu Charm here. Otherwise you run into encounters which softlock us and will just take a long time to beat. But yeah, we have two entrances here. I think that's different compared to the Dragon's Den. I do not recall the Dragon's Den like super well, but I think two entrances here are new. But yeah, if we enter here, Labyrinth of the Ancients, but it is actually the Dragon's Den from the Final Fantasy VI Advance release of Final Fantasy VI. Pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah, for those who do not know the Dragon's Den is indeed a dungeon that you need to tackle with three different parties. And this is very complicated, very deep, a lot of stuff, a lot of boss fights, and it's actually a pretty great optional dungeon that they added there. Like, it has a reason why people are always so sad or don't really like it that the Pixie remasters did not include like the bonus stuff from the GBA versions and like future versions. Okay, here we have this lava room. I do recall this spot a little bit. We have a lot of switches here which we need to activate. It would be very interesting to reach the end of this dungeon here just to see if there's like something waiting. I doubt it though, but we can try it. I do not really know where to go here. I know it's a lot of back and forth, and there are like different, like dedicated areas for like all the 8 legendary dragons. You refight those legendary dragons here in the Dragon's Den in GBA, and those boss fights are like the dragons we did fight in the base game. That much I do know. It's pretty cool. Let's see if we can make it through here real quick. Maybe we run into some kind of boss fight. Oh yeah, we need a Merit Award and Mululu. I'm happy that this works, otherwise this would be not so possible. And there's also something else here. Something else, like a proper Labyrinth of the Ancients, which we can discover here. And the beta version of that place we did actually visit. I guess that's just for some stepping stones we activate. Oh guys, I do not really know where to go here anymore. Treasure chests are also all open, which is interesting. But yeah, very interesting that this was completely scrapped. Instead, Tsushiy did decide to implement his own dungeon, which is pretty neat. Maybe there were some other complications, maybe. Either way, I think both would have been fine. Like both are fine. Like the actual newly designed dungeon as well as this. Because, like I said, Dragon's Den is actually pretty good. Switches and switches and switches. That activates those, okay. Does it have a deeper meaning here, or is that just to reach the treasure chest? I don't know. If it takes too long, I will not go too far into the Dragon's Den, because this is still a place that is, like, known. I would much rather than go to the actual new beta stuff, so to speak. I think it's, like, up here if you go in there. Just because I'm curious. It could also very well be that the Dragon's Den is not far developed. And that we will hit a roadblock real soon. activated something, I'm not sure what, but we will find out, I guess. Now I want to change party. Also, did we hear that music? I'm pretty sure we did. I'm not sure where we did hear the music here. I'm also not sure where it comes from. Like, that's like some music from like a Final Fantasy game I'm not too familiar with. Now going up here will not lead to anything. Dead end. Maybe there are some stepping stones here now. I don't see anything. Would actually be the end of the line already. Let's head over where Go is, just to be sure. Like, you activate this switch to make the other party members reach to that place or so. Like, it's a shortcut or so. Dragon's Den is very well designed, I need to stress that again. Big fan of the Dragon's Den, pretty good bonus dungeon. This is not new, this is the big room with the... yeah, that's this room. But is there anything here, maybe? It doesn't seem so. My assumption is that the switch where Strago is standing on, would activate stepping stones here, but those are not implemented. I could imagine that. Which is fine by me, that keeps me from venturing further into the dungeon, into more dead ends and stuff. Maybe something is here. Oh, now we can go over here now. And that activates that. Okay, we can actually make some progress here. I think you are trapped, right? Are you trapped? I'm not sure about that. You are not, thankfully. That's good, because then we can go over here. Thankfully, that's a one-way, like, wall. And now this activates this. That's for the other party, okay. What is here? I think that leads to that one, yeah, this here. Yeah, so far this is pretty fully functional. Oh. What did it say? Shrine of Repose. And some text, I'm not sure what it meant. I think this is one of those spots where I can change the party, maybe. That is interesting. That's just a treasure chest. I recall that this part, like after like the first initial riddle here, puzzle, stuff opens up a lot here in this dungeon. Okay, this is closed. Might also be that we cannot progress because we cannot defeat certain bosses, since they are either not implemented or they will destroy the game. Like, either case, I could imagine. Okay, I need to get people over here. But first of all, yeah, that was the treasure chest, that's pointless. What is over here? I think that's one of those locations where you fight one of the dragons, fairly certain. Looks pretty important. Yeah, the main objective of the Dragon's Den is to fight the 8 legendary dragons again, who are powered up. And then you like make your way to the Caesar Dragon, actually. It's not called Caesar Dragon, but like what actually is the Caesar ring, like the infamous Caesar ring from like the base SNES version. You don't need Merit Award, you are actually Mog, even though you're disguised as a Tonberry. Ah, now you are here, that's good. You can place yourself here, that allows Strago to reach this place. That was weird, I activated party switch and menu at the same time, okay. Merit. Wappy bo wap. It could also very well be that I trap myself in the end and cannot like go back anymore. That's also certainly a possibility. And there are also normally like other bosses here besides the dragons. Like stuff that's basically mostly from the monster arena from Final Fantasy X, like the Earth Eater, for example, is here. And also like one of those landworms. I think actually Nesslug is here. Like if I recall correctly. But that's just to say that there are also like other strong enemies here. Okay, Gao goes now to where Strago is and activates the other switch that is open now. Okay, that also leads further. That makes this go away. Yeah, makes sense. I guess we switch over again to Mok. One thing I like here, by the way, is that you can, like at times, like switch the quote-unquote main party here, or like switch which party is like mostly in charge. For example, in the beginning I used Mok here to activate some switches, and now it's Strago and Gao who activate the switches, and Mok is the one who ventures into like deep areas here. Different sprite art here. Oh yeah, this is one of those, yeah. Gaugo callback. For a second I couldn't move. Okay. I think this is actually the location where the Earth Eater is. Oh yeah, and ghosts are here. Oh, now we do this again. Another save point. I could save now. Oh guys, this goes so deep. I'm actually not sure how deep it goes again. Has been some time since I played this. I think this is another spot where you fight one of the dragons. Like basically each tile set I think is like dedicated to one of the dragons. I think those locations are also called something like Temple of Earth, Temple of Wind and stuff. There's something up there which I might be able to reach, might not be able to reach. I'm probably going way too deep here because I haven't brought my other members now, my other parties. And there's only so much one party can do here. I think this should be fine. Another stepping stone activated. Oh, that's an open chest. I was gonna say, what is that? Okay, and this is a spot where we need stepping stones, I guess. Okay, that's the reason why I would want other parties to move around this place. Okay. It might actually be that we do all of this for nothing, because there is simply nothing here. But it's still fun, I would say. Oh, we can jump over here now. Okay, I need different parties. That looked weird, okay. So what else is here? Okay, the only one who can progress right now is Gao. Strago could also go here. Okay, let's do this first here. Let's see where it leads. Oh, so expensive. I guess that's another one of those dragon pedestals. Looks like it, okay. Probably the earth dragon that is originally here. What is up here? Okay, I think that's like Kefkar's Tower. I think those are the endpoints for the respective parties. At least it's pretty clear that we need to place all the different parties there. Is that a good idea? The question is, where will it lead me? Oh, I do not want to fall off here. Go to the other side, please. No, dude. Oh, he wanted me. Any reason I'm doing this, guys? Not sure. You cannot jump over there? Come on. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh, that might be bad now. Because I'm not sure if I need to fight here in order to escape. I hope not. I saw something over there. Like, oh, some kind of flame. This might be nasty now. Don't touch me, thank you. Okay. I think those might be enemies. But I guess now we are down here. Do I even trigger an encounter when I touch those? Okay, there's a way up. Okay, I'm here again. Yeah, question. Is there any real reason to do that? I'm actually not sure. Let's move over to the other room here again. And let's see if we can do something here with Strago's help. I definitely want to place ourselves here. Also Gao, where does Gao go? No, wait a second, we need to do Strago first, because otherwise the path is blocked. There's like an entire unique place here, which I can show you, but instead I decided to do the GBA dungeon for whatever reason. I mean, puzzling my way through here is still fun, so why not? Is that a good idea? Was that a good idea to do things like I did it? This will just lead to dead ends again. Okay, that's good. It allows me to go here. Though the question remains, why would I stand there? Dead ends, I like dead ends at the moment. Save point again. And we're back here. Oh yeah, that's the... okay, I know this place, yeah. This is good. Inner Eye Labyrinth, by the way. This is a different place. I think I need to see where Go goes. It's always funny to say that. Now, narrative what? Mululu. I see. Okay, that's good. Not you. I need mock for this. Okay, at the moment we have two like characters at the right location. Like two characters that can reach one of those switches. But we still need to find the way to the remaining switch. I opened, yeah, both again, but this is fine. Like, it's funny that it works. Okay, now we're all here. I think this is fine. There must be a reason, though, why I can... Okay, the question is where's the... how do I reach the remaining switch here? I need the charm. Is it okay if you do that? I don't know, it's suspicious why I have like two ways here to this section here. That's not the right thing. Mululu. I cannot reach anything else from this location here, right? You could go back. But I think there's no point in doing that. You can also not return at all right now. Well played. Unless there's a reason why I would want all three characters to be on Mock's side right now. I don't see a point why I can make this connection here. So I'm gonna assume that I need all three characters here sooner or later. But yeah, two paths are obvious. The last one needs to be found. That's also just a treasure chest down here, right? Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. That's one of those, like, resting rooms. No, that's this place here, okay. There was nothing up here, right? Wasn't there? Nope, this is... no. No. Then let's head over here again. I'm going in circles. Can also go... Oh. Okay, that's weird. Hello, guys. Funny. Okay, let's go here again. I guess there must be a reason why I can bring two characters here. maybe 3 even. Let's try to figure it out. Maybe there is actually a reason why I would want to jump across those bridges here. Also, I'm not sure if the flames down there... Oh, we are here now. Eureka, okay, that's special, of course. But a quick minute and then we will check this out. I think that might just be a shortcut. But yeah, down there, if I fall down there, I'm still not sure if the flames actually are encounters and I was just lucky that I didn't trigger them by touching them. Or if those things actually do not function. I could imagine both again. I'm not sure, like there's a lot of uncertainty here. Now this is this switch. I think I might actually need to go through Eureka. Also, this is the Grand Cavern. I see no point in jumping over here. It could also be that I reach the other thing here by falling down. Could also be. Let's check out Eureka. Why not? I know there's a different entrance to Eureka. Forbidden Land of Eureka. And I think the other entrance would actually lead us to down there, to the south part. Turtle with the very suspicious color. But yeah, this is a place we are familiar with. I think this is completely unique, if I'm not mistaken. Where does this take me then? Okay, we are here. Okay, everything is connected. That is pretty nice. That saves me a lot of work. Cool. The turtle is no longer in the middle. That could be a problem. We also have those gravestones here. Could be another riddle which I cannot solve because I don't have tags. There's something over here, over there. Cool. The world is square, guys. Dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Dubby dub dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Dubby dub dub. Oh, I could get put into prison. Funny. Oh, what did I do? I did something. I think that might actually be an unlock mechanism for like another boss fight normally. So that was pretty nice, I guess. Also still not sure if like this place is actually original. Could actually be that it is actually just part of the Dragon's Den normally, but just renamed. It is interesting that I can reach this place fairly early in the dungeon. Yeah, no clue what to do with those gravestones. Turtle no longer in the middle. Okay, we did go here, but we didn't really find anything here. I try falling down again. Maybe I find a way to one of those switches. What happens if I go here? That just takes me to the treasure chest. This is pretty much a dead end, okay. Like up there is also nothing. Like those jumping things are kind of pointless if I really think about it. At least I don't see the point right now. It's just some kind of shortcut. I did actually manage to do that. Okay. But now I dead-ended. Throw me off, please. Okay. Like, I have some kind of distinct memory of this place. I think when I played the GBA version, this is a place where I did try to find, like, the last enemy for the bestiary in that game. A Crystal Dragon? Could that be? That, like, an enemy called Crystal Dragon is here and it is pretty rare? Like, that's a weird memory I have. Let's just assume those flames do not function and I don't get, like, into an encounter here. I doubt that Mululu's charm protects me from those. But who knows? No, I doubt it, because Mululu's charm is just for random encounters. Okay, those really do not trigger anything if I just touch them. And that's just the way back again. That just takes me all the way back. Okay. The question remains, how do I get to the last switch? If I have no clue, I can always look stuff up, I guess. Oh, Shrine of Serenity again. I'm also not sure if that even would be the last thing here in the dungeon. Could be that there's even more to this. There might also be a reason why I can go back. Okay, interesting stuff. I think I'm gonna look stuff up in order to not waste more time here. We know the way to 2 of those switches, so let's see if I can find the remaining one. Okay guys, from what I discerned, Eureka is actually the right place to go. There's one of those like entrances where I can reach one of the switches. But apparently I also need a different party in order to like open the door I need to open. So let's check it out again. One thing I also did discover, which I wasn't really aware of, like normally if like you do this in the GBA version and all the dragons are still alive, this place is littered with different seals corresponding to the like different elemental dragons. And basically what you need to do is you need to go back and forth through all the areas here and like defeat like one dragon, then it unlocks like the seals for that respective dragon, which in turn unlocks new areas, and you rinse and repeat until you unlock like all the stuff here. But yeah, there should be a door here. Maybe I just simply overlooked it. Like it should be over here, but I don't see it. Oh, this is bad. Okay. It could also very well be that... Oh, wait a second. Okay. Okay. This is a switch. Okay. But yeah, okay, I found my solution, I think. Okay, is that fine? I think it is. Then Strago needs to go to the middle, which is okay. But yeah, once you press all those 3 switches, that's basically the end of the dungeon. I just need to find my way back to the like cavern thing. Also, there's something hidden here. That opened a place in the location where Strago is, I think. I'm not sure about it. That's just a safe room. We also unlocked that one in like a cell room. By pressing one of these switches where Strago is. But that doesn't have like any meaning for us. That would just like open the path to one of the dragons. Yeah, how do I reach Strago again, guys? Was it through here? I'm not sure. Let's see. That looks promising. And jump and jump. We are back in the forbidden land of Eureka. Oh, that's interesting. So you can use two parties here to manipulate the turtle so you can go up and down, okay? But that's hardly needed because we don't have to deal with like elemental blockades here. Okay, Deepest Sanctum, okay. So that's what this place is called. Okay, nice. Okay, Gao's already at the right place. I doubt that I will find anything of like super value here at the end. I will just see the room where Kaiser Dragon normally is. Okay, and this is a teleporter now. If I press the other two switches, like the last remaining switch simply becomes the teleporter. I don't know, this music is like always funny kind of to me because it has like this like very funny choir, I think. Like, it's not even a funny choir, but it's just charming, like 16-bit music charm, I would say. Okay, I could do some jumping. Also, if I fall down there, what normally would happen, if I interact with those blue flames, I will fight one of the bosses that is normally here, which is quite the severe punishment because the bosses here are absolutely tough. But yeah, in any case, we reach the end of the dungeon now. We did hear that music at some point too. Kaiser Dragon is actually here. No, that's actually Omega Weapon. The thing is, in the GBA version, you need to do the dungeon twice, pretty much, because one time you fight Kaiser Dragon, and then the second time you fight Omega Weapon here. One thing I want to do really quick is I want to set a save state, so let me quickly do that. Okay, we have a save state now, because what I imagine what happens now is the game will simply crash. This will not work. Omega Weapon, level 2 Holy. This actually works. Why does it work? This is a little bit bad because that kind of means I need like a party that is actually capable of defeating Omega Weapon. Guys, are we doing this? That would mean I need to go through the entire dungeon again. But with the proper party. Okay, guys, I brought the gang, my standard party. I did go through here again with those guys. We have all the good stuff equipped, like here. You should know by now. And yeah, let's do this. I think Omega Weapon shouldn't be much of a problem. Like, Omega Weapon is the original super boss of the GBA version. Sure, but I think he's not particularly difficult, especially with the new equipment and everything we've got here. But yeah, we will see. Omega Weapon. I'm actually not sure what his gist was again, like what he did and what he didn't do. My spells are differently sorted, okay. He already does pack a punch, but we start with Mighty Guard, Galaxy. Galaxy shouldn't really do much, I think. Never mind. Okay. My spells are differently sorted because that's from like different save file. Okay, Quake is annoying. We are protected against that, I think. We have like the right like equipment, yeah, okay. The Omega Weapon, I'm fairly certain, does use all the scary stuff, like level 3 flare, like all the powerful magic that is in the game, and so on and so forth. That actually does hurt a lot. Oh, Do we actually still have like a proper final boss here? I wonder. The flare stuff is pretty annoying. I could try to drain MP again. My usual stuff. Does Mighty Guard hit everyone now? I don't think so. It says does not even need it. It says already is like auto shelled, auto protected. Okay, flare stuff shouldn't be too devastating. Okay, guys, this might be interesting. Yeah, protect flare, protect flare, yeah, protect shell. In all honesty, I did not think that I would fight like a special encounter here still, but here we are. There are 3 flare again, says dice again. That's of course annoying, but what shall we do? Let's try to morph and let's try to cast some spells. I also need, yeah, I forgot to equip Wizard Rod again. I have the usual new stuff here with you know what, with Ragnarok, starting with Ragnarok. But of course I need the Wizard Rod. Freezing Dust, oh my favorite. And Wizard Rod, where are you? Some text I cannot read. We die because I cannot fight. Where's the Wizard Rod? Also, I cannot scroll, but I can. Okay, no, mind. Dude, Quasar. Oh no, Quasar. Are we doing this again? Wizard Rod is all the way down here, okay? Okay, could be worse, I guess. My inventory is also absolutely not sorted. I don't have a unicorn ready for this fight, which is a big mistake, it seems. Oh, Mind Plus as well. Okay, we are a little bit handicapped, but I think we can still pull this off, like somehow. First of all, it would be pretty nice if people could move again. I think this will thaw Edgar. That's pretty good. Quake, sure, whatever. I think we can do stuff again. But we are actually fairly nicely healed. Can we slow Omega Weapon here? If I can find it, slow. Terra is still disabled. Oh, I don't have my huge supply. Oh, I don't have my supply of X potions and X ethers. That's pretty bad, but okay. And that doesn't deal much damage. Wow, I'm just noticing. I guess, yeah, okay, that's to be expected. And like, this Omega Weapon is probably a pretty buffed version of it. Okay, we actually have a proper boss fight here. And I might want to reset the fight because as stuff goes right now, I definitely probably want Unicorn. Because all my party members are frozen and stuff. Our Quasar coming again. Oh, there's fire. I mean, Quasar's fine, I dealt with worse. Okay, we are also still able to do something. I live for hold. Oh. This is bad now, and you cannot even use magic. That's Roga, that's not Tornado, at least. Okay, Edgar can jump again. Edgar is not the best choice for this fight. How much does Ultima deal? I could also have healed, but I think you can do something. 14,000. Oh, that's okay. We want to attack with magic. But guys, freezing dust. Okay, now we cannot do anything anymore. Emperor 2.0. Celis dies. At least we get multiple jumps here, so that's still good. But yeah, guy's completely disabled. And he keeps putting us on hold. At least we get Angel Feathers. I might want to go for Shredding MP. If I really do this with this party right now. Like this. Let's see, can we pull this off? Like, I do not give up until I die. I am indeed that stubborn. That's a good chunk of MP, nice. Okay, I think we might be done for. Don't use this stupid level stuff, I hate level stuff. Especially if I don't have prime number levels. The Quasar also coming again. But yeah, draining MP seems like a good idea. Okay, Rise, we still are able to do something. I was gonna say, I'd like a Galaxy, but actually not, because Gargo and Edgar will die from doing that. Actually, Gargo's still alive. Omega Weapon, Omega Weapon still packs a punch. I need to equip Soul Eater with Edgar. Oh, dude. Can you please use that even more often? And Tornado again. Explosion would have been enough. Okay, where do we find that stuff? Soul Eater. Yeah, Mind Blast, one of my other favorites. I'm gonna wasting all my Mega Elixirs here. But that's fine. Oh, question mark death. Is someone susceptible? No, we have immunity against that, never mind. Oh, just a single one? Come on. But that still deals the damage I want to see, the MP damage. Oh no, okay, Celis is down. Which means everyone is on hold again. Why does it deal so much absurd damage? Like, that's interesting. I would have expected that it deals less damage. Magic Hammer and he gets immediately frozen again. He even misses, wow. Quake is fine. You are... It's your turn, okay. You can jump. You can cast Magic Hammer again. Like, if it works like the other fights we did fight so far, then once he's out of MP, we basically won. Unless there's some other catch to all of this. It is important that Edgar's out of harm's way. Misses again. Oh, come on, now is not the time to miss. Freezing Dust. But we can immediately tar him again, that's nice. He does not get the heal. Oh yeah, because he wasn't there, okay. Never mind, Edgar dies. Like, so weird when the spells are not in the order I'm used to. Okay, there we go, nice. Tar him again. Of course. Everything goes to waste. Oh no, we still have some MP left here, okay. Does not drain us completely. Fire should also still work. Like, everything is a little bit rougher here. But it still works out. Jump, Tornado. I think the right person blocked, Edgar. Because he does not get the Mega Elixir now. Okay, fine, level 3 Flare just in time. We are not in immediate danger, even if our party members are disabled. Like, we're still holding on pretty well. Now we cannot do anything anymore. Once again. Rauga is good, I think we get healed by that. Yep, good. Galaxy is nastier, but also okay. Seraph. And to jump. Using Magic Hammer, there might have been a mistake. I should have focused on reviving Celis, maybe. Okay, I actually like that miss, because that means we are not in danger of, like, having two frozen people. That's not what I wanted. Okay, absolutely wasted my Arise there. Maybe we just do it without Celis, who knows? Okay, Galaxy at the right time. And Gogo even blocks, that's pretty nice. That's just a wasted turn for you. No blue magic. Arise and on Celis. He will probably cast level 4 Flare right about now, after Celis is alive again. Mind Blast, We don't have enough anymore. I think we are popping some X-Ethos now. Also, I never pay attention. Did Slow even work against him? Or what? You can also use Runic, I'm an idiot. Oops, completely forgot that I had Runic. That should make some matters easier. Like that, for example. It did not work. Okay, why does... Didn't that work normally? Okay, whatever. If you say so, I think I want to heal. Like, wouldn't it normally absorb that? Okay. Like I said, it's like an older version of the T edition, we know, so might be that's like not implemented in this version or so. Level 3 Flare again. Flare Star is also dangerous. You can jump again, you need to heal. Let's try Runic again, maybe it works against Quasar? Didn't it work against... I'm not sure. In honesty, I'm not sure. If you could pull off Magic Hammer again, that would be nice. Also, Runic did not come through. Did not go through. She's a zombie. I got interrupted. In any case, where were we? I think Celis is still a zombie and half my party is frozen again, so let's hope for the best. Okay, we get a healing. Forgot that I did input this, but that's fine. But yeah, still shaving away MP here. For hold, which means entire party is disabled again, okay. Celis still does things, like killing my entire party, that's not good. Yeah, that is indeed pretty bad. I would much rather prefer if Celis could not go haywire right now. Mind Blast is also not very good right now. That's something that Runic would have eaten. But nope. Celis decided to do something else. And she procs Ultima in a second time, which is also not good. Cool. That might be the end, actually. Omega Weapon did not like that I had to take a break. Yeah, absolutely not. And Freezing Dust, yeah, makes sense. So Freezing Dust is simply a counter. Freezing Dust is always the counter here. Cels has a very funny color right now, because she's frozen into zombie. Blaster again, yeah, that's absolutely it. Because I'm pretty certain Gogo will never thaw unless he uses Galaxy, so yeah. Okay, if you say so, Omega. Now we get a heal. We're still in the game, but he keeps spamming Flare Style now, and I think that's it. Okay, that's actually fine by me, because there are some adjustments I want to make. I completely forgot to equip Unicorn. Unicorn is definitely something I want. And yeah, otherwise I think we work on MP. I think that's our best bet. Okay, let's try this again. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy VI T Edition. Until then, take care and goodbye.